Hey guys, this is Richie from PhotoboothDR.com, and today we're going to talk about some common mistakes people make whenever they're trying to print something and it doesn't print in Darkroom Booth. So these are the steps you should try, well, these are the troubleshooting steps you should take to get that fixed. Let's get started. So, first things first, you're going to go into your global settings. And also from this point on, I assume that you've already plugged in your printer and the power of the printer is also on. So just make sure that's plugged in and powered on. Anyways, you're going to go into printer options. And then the first thing I recommend you do is click on auto detect right here. It's this little magnifying glass. And then just press OK. Now what that did was it checked your windows to see if the printer was plugged and connected. The reason why that would fix it sometimes is sometimes people plug in the printer right after Darkroom open. So you just want Darkroom to recheck to make sure that it does detect it. So that's also why I also just recommend just plug in your printer, power it on, have it ready, and then open up Darkroom. It just kind of removes this part. Now, hopefully whenever you clicked on that, it should fix it. Now, if it didn't fix it, this is the next step you should try. You're just going to right click on your printer and then press remove and then press yes. And then you're going to go to where it says add printer and then just re-add the printer you have. Sometimes that does fix it, sometimes it doesn't. And other times you'll also have a menu that pops up. This menu will say something like which printer like would you like to select. It'll say your printer's name and then copy one, or just your printer's name and that's it. So like your printer, and then the one below would be your printer and then copy one. That normally happens on the Fujifilm, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it was the Fujifilm 300. Yes. And I've also seen it happen on the Kodak, but I'll get to the Kodak a little later. But anyways, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna click on, if that menu does pop up of your printer and then the copy one, you're gonna select on the copy one version of the printer and then press add printer. And now hopefully once you do that, it should fix it. That normally happens because your driver duplicated itself and it was and I guess Darkroom was choosing the first one rather than the second one. So click on copy one, try a reprint. If that fixes the issue, you're all set. Now, if that still doesn't fix your issue, then the next step I would have you try is you're going to go into the search option down here, type in control panel, and then you're going to go into your hardware and sound, and then devices and printers. And now once you're here, you're going to click on where it says printers and scanners, and then you're just going to select your printer and then remove that printer. Just press remove and press yes. And now once you do that, I would like for you to unplug your, what do you call it? I want you to unplug your printer driver, like your printer, sorry, unplug your printer from your computer, restart your computer, and then plug it back in. And and normally from there it should work. Let me see. Now, if you're on a Windows 10, this will look completely different. No problem at all. Same thing, just open up control panel. This menu should look the same, but instead of what we see on Windows 11, on Windows 10, once you click it, you'll see all your printers laid out for you. Oh, all your printers and devices laid out for you. You're just gonna right click that printer and then remove. It's just a little different. And I also prefer the Windows 10 version. I don't like this new one, but whatever. All right. And now from there, that should fix all your issues. Do keep in mind some printers do require you to download their specific drivers from their website, like the Fujifilm 300. You have to go into the Fujifilm website and then download that printer driver and install it manually before you do any of this. So just keep that in mind. Some printers do require you to manually install the drivers. All right. And if that still doesn't fix any of it, then just reach out to us in the comments section. I'll try to get to everybody as quick as I can to see if I can fix your issue. And if not, you can just reach out to us at our PhotoboothDR website, which will be linked below, and there will be our contact. Anyways, and now this little section right here is just mainly for the people who don't like, what do you call it? That printers aren't listed here. They have to use the Windows printer option. This is for those people. Um, So for the Windows printer option, again, this part's a little bit more technical just because you do need to install your drivers manually. Sometimes you have to do some things a little bit farther out, which I would just recommend you reach out to us and we can just get through that. Every printer is a little different in a way. But anyways, so if you're a Windows printer user, you have a printer that's not listed in Darkroom Booth. This is mainly for the Kodak printer. That's the most common one I've seen. What you're gonna do is you're gonna right click and remove it, and then you're gonna go to where it says Add Printer, go to Windows Printer, and now for the Kodak, sometimes that one's the main one I've seen that makes a copy of itself. So just select if you see the Kodak or any other printer and you see like the copy 1 or copy 2 version of it, select that printer and then press OK. And then press OK. Again, a little different, not too much. But you'll still follow the same steps of removing the drivers from over here, devices and printers and all that. And yeah, again, for the Windows printers, it depends on the printer. If there's any other issues, it's kind of different. I would just recommend you reach out to us because it's a lot. But other than that, hopefully this video helped you out. Again, any questions that you have, even for future videos that you'd like for me to make, I'll make them. Just leave them in the comments below. But other than that, I hope everyone has a wonderful day,